You don't need the fancy dancy stuff to start exercising. Welcome to No Excuses. We are going to today talk about the 5 things that you need to start or to restart your fitness journey. I actually came up with the idea for a couple videos like this based on the fact that I used to go to Weight Watcher meetings, and I loved the meetings because I loved the time before the meetings and the time after the meetings and the time during the meetings where we got tips and tricks and hacks for this journey. I learned so much from that. And when I stopped going to meetings, I missed that. And the other day I was thinking about that going, man, it's been a long time, but I really miss it. And it gave me the idea of starting a series where we could actually share hacks, hints, tips, whatever. And I'm going to start out really, really simple with the 5 things that we need for exercise. You probably have all kinds of ideas in your head about what I'm going to say. So right now, put in the comments, what do you think the 5 things that I'm going to say are? So whether you're starting a new journey or restarting your fitness journey, you are going to need 5 things to actually be successful. And today we're going to talk about those 5 things. And I guarantee you, you're not going to have to spend a whole lot of money for them, which is even better because that eliminates an excuse. So number 1, comfy clothes. Let me tell you, comfortable clothes are so important to this journey because let me tell you, if you're wearing a pair of pants that cuts in places that shouldn't be cutting, that I cannot say on this channel, then let me tell you, you are going to be so miserable that you're not going to exercise again. Because who wants to wear pants that cut in a really bad spot? If you're wearing a shirt that is so uncomfortable, you're not going to do it. Years ago, I actually found this awesome tank top. And it actually talked about Believe in Myself, which is part of my name of this channel, and it is my website name that I've had for a lot of years. And I was like, I gotta have that. So I got it, and I went running. The tank top right here, when I run, cut. Most miserable run, and I didn't want to run again. But I was smart enough to never wear that shirt again to run. But if I was insistent upon wearing it, I would not have run very long because it wasn't comfortable. Wear what you have to wear. Now, if you are exercising at home, the sky's the limit. You can do anything. I have been known to get out of bed, go out and do step aerobics in my nightgown with tennis shoes on. It works. I did it and it was comfortable. It worked for me. You know, don't tell me. Well, actually, I kind of would be interested to know if anybody does, but if you really want to work out naked, do it if you're at home. Now, if you're outside or at a gym or something, you might have to take a little bit more care for what you wear, but still comfortable, comfy, comfy, comfy. If you don't wear comfortable, you are setting yourself up for failure. Plain and simple, comfortable. Number 2, and you can get something more fancy-dancy if you want, but you don't need to for this. And that is a water bottle. Get a fancy water bottle if you want, but you don't need it. You can drink out of a red Solo cup if you really want to. The important thing is water, water, water. Have water beside you. Replenish your body with the fluids that you are sweating out. Drink, drink, drink. Stay hydrated. Your body will heal from the exercise so much better if you are hydrated. Now, like I said, you can have a fancy-dancy water bottle, but you don't need fancy. Like I said, a red Solo cup works. But drink, drink, drink. Number 3, a plan. I cannot tell you how many times I have got up and said, I am going to exercise first thing. Put my shoes on. I'm standing in front of the TV with the remote and I'm flipping through channels, trying to find something that I want. Do I want to do step aerobics? Do I want to do strength? Do I want to do cardio? Do I want to do dance? Do I want to do Zumba? What do I want to do? And I waste so much time looking for what I want to do because I don't have a plan. I don't know about you, but I have very finite time available to exercise. And spending it trying to figure out what I'm doing is a waste of my time. If I decide to go walking, but I don't know where I'm going to go walking, that's a waste of time. Should I go to this park or that park? Should I go down that street or this street? It's a waste of time. Know what you're going to do. Have it planned out. Know where you're going, what you're doing, how long you're doing it, and how often you're doing it. And I'm actually even going to go a step further and say, put it in your day planner. Put it on your calendar. Because if it's on your calendar, it is a date. And if you had a date on the calendar with your best friend, your significant other, your mother, your father, whoever, would you cancel on them? No, you probably wouldn't, because you value them. Value yourself. Keep the date with yourself. Make the plan, write it down, keep the date. Have your plan and stick to it. Now, thus far, everything's been relatively cheap or free. But for number 4, we're going to spend some money. We are. This is one that I am 100% insistent upon. And that is good shoes. Good shoes. Good shoes are what actually help negate the impact between the hard ground and your body. And if you are like me and you are or have been obese, the impact on that ground is 10 times, 100 times more strong and more impactful on your knees, on your hips, on your legs. Wear good shoes, because the good shoes give you a good base. And to talk about how important this is, I'm going to talk about my quest to run. Years ago, probably 10, 15 years ago, I decided that I was going to be a runner. And I did not have a lot of money at that point in my life. And so I was like, I have tennis shoes. That's all I need. Lace up my tennis shoes and I can go and I can run. And I did. I laced up my old ratty tennis shoes and off I went. And I actually did really good. And I was loving it. Until I wasn't anymore. What in the world happened? Plantar fasciitis. Yes, I was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis. Once I was diagnosed, I actually went to good old Doc Google and started looking at a lot of things, because I was like, dude, how did this happen to me? And I found out a couple different things. Number 1, obesity. Because of all that extra impact and all that extra weight on your body, it just tears it up. Exercising on hard surfaces. Why, yes, I was running on pavement. One of the other things that is if you're actually doing hills, and I had just started adding in hills and repeats, and that didn't help. But the number 1 thing that I did that I could have changed was shoes, because bad shoes, old shoes, are one of the factors. There is a reason that when you buy your tennis shoes for running, that they actually usually are rated for mileage. How many miles can you go? There is a reason, because once you break them down from that repeated action, the shoes are no longer good. I actually found that the bigger I am when I'm running, the quicker my shoes wear out. And I can start to tell, because I start to feel that plantar fasciitis. I start to feel pain in my hip. I start to feel lots of aches and pains that I normally don't feel. And then when I change my shoes and put on a new pair, it goes away. Sadly enough, my pairs usually look really good because I wear them out that fast when I'm actually running. But it is important, because when I don't change them out, my body hurts. My body is telling me. So, get yourself a good pair of shoes. Use whatever works for your foot. I personally wear Asics. When I went to buy my last pair, I had a hard time finding them. One salesperson was like, man, we have a hard time keeping them in stock. Another salesperson was like, dude, these are the most underrated shoes. He says, I don't know why everybody doesn't wear them. So try them out. I have a link in the description below. There you go. But shoes, important, 100%. And you can get by without shoes if you're going to do swimming or something like that, but you know. Number 5, and certainly not the least, because it might be the most important thing, and that is a positive mindset. You have to have a positive mindset when you actually go into your exercise. Know that it's going to be hard. Know that the journey is going to be long. Know that you are worth it. Believe in yourself. Be positive. Negativity will get you nowhere. Positivity will take you to the top. And there you have it, the top 5. Were you surprised at the 5 things I chose as the top 5 things that you need for exercise? Let me know in the comments. And just remember, it doesn't take much to start being physically active. Lace on a pair of shoes, a good pair, and get out and walk. Take your water in a red Solo cup if you need. Just plan it and do it. No excuses.